They say when Genghis Khan was born, he clenched blood in his fist, a sign from the heavens that he would rule by the sword. Before him, the world was divided by walls, borders, and fear. After him, it was one empire, one shadow, one man's will written across continents. His name was Temujin. To the Mongols, he was hope. To the world, he would become a storm. He rose not from palaces, but from hunger and dust. A child of the earth, chosen by the sky. In the 13th century, empires dreamed of eternity: China, Persia, Rus. None imagined that death itself would come from the steppes. He was not a king born to rule. He was a survivor forged in cruelty. His father murdered, his tribe abandoned him, his family starving by the river's edge. In his youth, he was captured, enslaved, humiliated. But chains could not hold him. The steppe teaches only one lesson: rise or vanish. He gathered men not with gold, but with promise. A world where the strong were chosen not by birth, but by merit. By 1206, he united the Mongol tribes, wolf banners rising beneath an endless sky. They named him Genghis Khan, universal ruler. What followed was not conquest. It was purification by fire. For Genghis Khan, war was not chaos. It was destiny. He believed he was chosen by the eternal blue sky, not to destroy, but to unite the world beneath it. Every victory was divine will. Every battle, sacred duty. His army moved like water, silent, swift, unstoppable. They crossed mountains, deserts, and frozen rivers where no army dared to march. The Mongols conquered not with numbers, but with fear. Entire cities surrendered at the sound of their drums. Resistance meant annihilation. He destroyed the Khwarezm Empire in revenge for a single insult. His envoys murdered. His response was total war, rivers of blood, silence of ashes. Yet Genghis Khan was not blind rage. He brought order where chaos reigned. Laws, discipline, a code called yasa. He forbade theft, protected women, punished betrayal. In a world of brutality, he demanded structure. He opened the Silk Road. From China to Europe, merchants and scholars now traveled under Mongol protection. He welcomed every faith: Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, shamans. All were equal before the eternal sky. But his peace was built on conquest. Cities that resisted burned. Those who submitted flourished. His soldiers were bound not by blood, but by loyalty. The poorest shepherd could rise to general, the world's first meritocracy on horseback. From Beijing to Baghdad, his shadow stretched. Every sunrise marked another fallen kingdom. To his enemies, he was the end of days. To his people, he was destiny itself.
No empire expands forever. Even the mightiest horse grows tired, and even the sharpest blade rusts. By the late 1220s, Genghis Khan's face was carved by wind and war. His conquests had stretched from the Pacific to the Caspian, yet peace eluded him. He spoke little, but his silence carried the weight of worlds. "I am the punishment of God," he once said. "For if you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me." During his final campaign against the Western Shah, fate struck not with sword, but with a fall. His horse stumbled, and the conqueror of the world was broken. His generals carried him in secrecy, fearing the army would lose its spirit. He continued to command from his tent, hiding death behind strategy. In 1227, the eternal blue sky finally claimed its chosen son. Genghis Khan was dead, yet no one dared to speak it. His body was carried home across 1,000 miles. The caravan killed every witness it passed, so his grave would never be found. They buried him beneath the roots of a sacred mountain. Grass grew over the soil. Rivers shifted. The world forgot, but legend did not. After his death, his sons carried his banner into new wars: Kublai, Ogadai, Batu, each carving their empire from his shadow. Within decades, the Mongol Empire became the largest in human history. From the Pacific Ocean to the heart of Europe, trade routes flourished. Ideas traveled faster than armies. Gunpowder, printing, medicine, all crossed his roads. But his peace was fragile. Without his will, the empire began to fracture. Sons turned against brothers. Generals carved their own thrones. Still, his name endured. In the East, a hero. In the West, a terror. Both were true. His descendants built dynasties. In China, the Yuan. In Persia, the Ilkhanate. In Russia, the Golden Horde. His blood ruled nations for centuries. Modern science claims that 1 in every 200 men alive today descends from him. His genes are eternal. He burned civilizations to ashes. Yet from those ashes came rebirth, trade, art, law, and connection. His code, Yasa, inspired order centuries ahead of its time. Equal justice, religious freedom, protection of messengers. Genghis Khan never built palaces of marble. His empire was carved in motion, in hooves, dust, and fire. He ruled not through wealth, but through fear, respect, and vision. He understood what few ever did, that unity could be born from terror. The West called him barbarian, yet he built a postal system, diplomatic routes, and laws before Europe dreamed of them. Centuries later, his name still echoes, in statues, mountains, and DNA. Every conqueror after him tried to imitate his shadow. He united the tribes that hated each other and turned chaos into empire. But in doing so, he unleashed violence the world had never known. Was he a savior or a destroyer? A visionary or a tyrant? Perhaps both. For history rarely writes in black and white. 8 centuries have passed, and still, the steppe remembers his hoofbeats. The wind still whispers his name. Genghis Khan changed the world, not by grace, but by force. He united it through fear, yet left behind connection, order, and awe. He died a man, but his legend, his empire of fire and wind, still rides across time.